So listen, in the job search process, let me tell you, relationships trump requirements. I just got off a call with a client of mine and she was talking about the fact that she was applying for a job. She was following all of the requirements and doing all the things. But in this situation, she's actually looking to pivot into a new industry, something that's, correlated but kind of adjacent to what she's already been doing. But when I was talking to her about her job search process, it was simply just about finding a job, applying, trying to meet all the requirements and going through that. And I had to say to her, what are you doing in terms of like your relationship making strategy? And she just said, I'm going for, some events, conferences and things like that. But beyond that, I was like, so what do you do after the conferences? She wasn't doing anything. And I said, look, in a job search process, when you're trying to move places, you have to really prioritize not just making connections, but building relationships that matter. And the point I was trying to make to her is that, listen, it is those relationships that will hold your hands and walk you into positions. There are people who have got jobs based off relationships, even though they don't meet the requirements fully, right? So if you're just focusing on meeting every single requirement 100%, you'll be fighting a losing battle. Focus on building relationships. Relationships trump job search requirements any day of the week. If you have a good relationship internally, they will advocate for you at the decision-making table. They would even make sure your CV is reviewed. Your boss might have preferential treatment in terms of at least reviewing, not necessarily in terms of decision-making, don't get me wrong, but they will at least make sure, okay, they have a conversation if perhaps they may not have wanted to have a conversation in the first place. So relationships will trump requirements every time. This is something that is super, super critical if you are in a job search process. Hopefully this helps.